What's going on, guys? Worldwide Chelsea back again with another video for you guys. Now, like I said in my previous video, it is a very long break for Chelsea fans. I'm happy, no international football, let's just chill, enjoy it. We've got a busy fixtures coming up very soon, but you know how it goes. I cover all the Chelsea news in the last 24 to 72 hours. So if you enjoy my content, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to stay with Worldwide Chelsea. Like I said in all my videos, please comment your thoughts and opinions on each topic I speak about. Now, before I get into the actual video, have you checked out our podcast, Mine and Throw 17 Across the Bridge? It's free. It's on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Music, link in the description. We've got 6 episodes out so far. Alex Goldberg, Frank Khalid. I also got Joe from Cheeky Sport. So please go check it out. Download it, stream it, listen to it at work, college, school, wherever basically. It's free. Don't miss out whilst we're on this break basically. And more episodes will be coming out very soon. So we are going to get into the first story. Italian reporters have said Chelsea are considering to offer Emerson or Alonso for Martinez, Inter striker, which, you know, in the summer will be fantastic. We don't know who we're going to get in the summer. We genuinely don't know. We had a very poor January window, but regardless of this, there's other reports on Bleacher Report saying Lampard has a big say on transfers. Who's leaving, who's staying. There's going to be talks on Kepa, talks on Kante. We're going to be seeing a lot of outgoings. You know, we're expected to see Pedro, maybe Alonso, Barkley, all these players coming out. We're expecting players to come in. Now, of course, Lampard doesn't have the final say on transfers, as we know from Chelsea history of managers. We are expected to see Lampard have a big say in deciding who he can keep at least, basically, and who we should be selling. So it helps the board understand where he wants to take this team. So there we have it. Inter striker Martinez. Would you take him right now in the summer for a swap deal with Alonso or Emerson plus money maybe? Let me know in the comments below. I know many people want to see Werner. I personally think Werner is someone that we've looked at, but I don't think he's #1 target. I still think Dembele, even though we had 2 bids rejected in January, we are expected to go back and sign this player in the summer. So for me, it's probably going to be Dembele, then maybe Werner, and then Martinez. But it's early reports, it's still early, there's still time to go. Let's be patient on this story. So, like I said, guys, you know, there's a lot of news happening. Like I said, Bleacher Report have come out and said Lampard needs to consider the next 5-6 months on Kante, on Kepa. We're going to be seeing big changes. That's all I'm going to say. I know many people are thinking we hear this every year. I'm exactly like you guys. But this is make or break. The board have to back Lampard. We didn't spend a penny in January. We were linked with every single player. I was thinking, where are the players at? Then again, if we get top 4, yeah, somehow if we get top 4 right now, if we beat United, if we beat Tottenham, then boy, we are very lucky. We get Champions League. We can attract the players that we want. We've seen other reporters in Italy saying Koulibaly first in line to join Chelsea in the summer. I'm not going to say I believe it, but in the summer I think it's too late. The guy will be probably, what, 29? Fantastic player, but you know, I don't think he'll be worth the money we have to spend, especially with Napoli's relationship. ADL with Marina doesn't really go along. You know, Sarri talks 24 hours, 48 hours FC, 72 hours FC. Monitoring FC will be returning in the summer. The transfer window has been extended from August, the first game, whatever it was, the 8th or whatever, back to September the 1st, because the 31st of August is a bank holiday. So we see deadline day 5 p.m. on September, I was going to say Sunday. I'm definitely going to be attending Chelsea around those days, so make sure you tune into this channel. I know it's very early, you lot probably won't remember, but I'll be saying in my next couple videos. So yeah, you know, if Kepa was to go, I'm seeing us linked with different goalkeepers. I told you guys Pope was the first one, but now I'm seeing the Ajax goalkeeper. Now, don't get me wrong, the Ajax goalkeeper is fantastic. The save he made against Michi in the last minute, you know, when Michi done a 90-degree turn or 180-degree turn, left foot, not in the corner, but kind of straight away. It was a good save from the goalkeeper, Ajax goalkeeper. And I understand why some Chelsea fans want Kepa gone, because he has one of the worst saves in the Premier League from least chances as well, and it's not good enough. But do you guys remember De Gea in the first 2 seasons? He struggled. Now Kepa's going to be 25, he's 26 nearly, whatever. I understand, but we can't just get rid of Kepa like that. Most expensive goalkeeper, we spent so much money. We sold Courtois for about 35 million. We'll be losing out on at least 35, 36 million. That's how much we have to sell him for if we were to consider it. But I think it's very overreacting right now. Let's give him the 5-6 months to prove himself. He's been dropped for Caballero, which is the right move, and hopefully he wins his position back. He shows us what he's capable of, because I really believe if we see the saves like we saw against Liverpool in the Super Cup, he can be a special player for Chelsea regardless. We signed him for the long term. We signed him for a decade. We want him to be like our Czech. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be anywhere near that, but I really feel we need to support him. Now, sorry, I just got a message quickly. Apologies. So like I said, Bleacher Report have been reporting on Lampard. He has a big say on transfers still. Sancho is still the high priority. As we know, I think we had a first bid rejected in January, just like a Pulisic deal. We are expected to go back. However, Liverpool are interested in the player. We've got top teams around Europe interested in the player. The positive thing is his father has opened a restaurant in London. You might want to come back home with his family. And also he was brought up in South London. Now obviously that's not West London, it's not Chelsea, but it's around home. Loftus-Cheek is a Lewisham. He travels to Chelsea. It happens. We can see these players join Chelsea. It's just about whether we can attract them with the football that we have, with the Champions League, the wages. We have to show that we are a top club. Now we're expecting to spend on the player. Well, Dortmund want 127 million at least for the player. I don't know how Chelsea are going to pay for that. They can pay for it, but when I see reports saying we've only got 150 million, mate, we had 150 million in January. How are you telling me we've only got 150 million in summer? Of course, the deals with Morata going out, and if we get Champions League money, of course, things will add up to at least 300 million to spend after net spend. Selling your Pedros, obviously Pedro is free in the summer now, but unfortunately, if we sold Giroud, Pedro in January, we could have had a lot more money. But we can still sell players. Bakayoko can go. Willian might sign a contract and leave. You never know what can happen at Chelsea. The thing I've realised is you can't expect anything to happen at Chelsea, because the unexpected always happens. The unexpected. You think, yeah, this player won't sign. Like Fabregas. I know it was like 6 years ago, but when he signed, I didn't even believe it. I thought the picture was Photoshop. When he was holding it up, it didn't look real, the way it was a bit fuzzy and stuff. So let's be realistic. Let's wait. Ben Chilwell is still expected to sign left back for Chelsea. Lampard's a massive fan. We've seen on Instagram commenting, liking photos and stuff like that. Telles is on the cheaper alternative option, but I don't think Lampard will take it. Koulibaly, as I mentioned before, if we get rid of Kante, then Savic could be the potential replacement, and he was worth nearly 100 million as well. So I don't know how we're going to be spending this money. And like I said with the strikers, Timo Werner is one of our on our shortlist. We've got Martinez and we've got Dembele. Now Dembele is the most realistic link that we've had so far, because we've actually put bids, like I said earlier in the video, and it's going to be an interesting season. It's genuinely going to be interesting, because we have to get top 4 in order to sign these players. Now the next 9 fixtures we've got is Manchester United at home, Spurs at home, Bayern Munich at home, Bournemouth away, Liverpool at home in the Cup, Everton at home, Aston Villa away, Bayern Munich away, City at home. For me, Feb to March to beginning of April is going to be a killer. It's going to be a killer. I really hope we get these wins in. Obviously, I don't expect us to win every game, but if we can beat the big teams, at least it will be a massive boost. Now, I don't expect us to beat Bayern Munich, but how it goes in Champions League. Anything can happen. If you get a positive result, like a 1-0, 2-0 against Bayern Munich, we can go out there and defend for our lives, get a lucky away goal or something, and wish for the best. But the 2 must-win games are Tottenham and United. If you want top 4, that is the statement we need to put out there. Hopefully, we get that. Yeah, guys, I know it's a very, very long week. I'll be uploading more videos as much as I can. But if you enjoy this content, smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for more content. Like I said at the start, tune into the podcast. and tune into my second gaming channel where I play FIFA career mode with Chelsea. Let me know, guys. What about Chelsea? I'm out.